I found some text.
Here are the caps that I promised. Remember, the Commonwealth.
Pull up a stool, Knight.
Hey, nothing to report right now, Knight.
If you're looking for ammunition or weapon mods, Proctor Tegan might have what you need.
Hungry. Rations are first come, first serve. If Dumb and Ugly had a child, it'd be a super mutant.
I don't know about Scrap. I think she was. Hull plating integrity looks good. No need for adjustments.
Trying to minimize reactor jitter. Adjusting compression rate.
Superstructure integrity green. Hull plating stable.
Can't believe super mutants were human once. How could science have gone so wrong?
Here's your holotape, Proctor. Hope the data on that thing was worth it.
Thanks. You know, it's good to see you.
I wasn't worried. After all.
I have confidence in everything I built too. But that's because I'll only deal with technology that I understand. Speaking of technology I don't understand, I'll get this holotape to Proctor Quinlan. I'm dying to find out what's on it.
Hopefully it'll reveal a weakness in their defenses.
That would be the best case scenario. Before we jump to conclusions, let's see what Quinlan's scribes can get off of it. I'm sure the Institute has all of their data heavily encrypted, so it's gonna take some time to crack. After that, we'll have to see what we've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe. In the meantime, I've got a new... So, I bet you're eager to get your...
Whatever it is, I'm...
It will.
Right.
Come on. It's this way. Unless you're blind as a bat, I'm sure you've noticed that we've been building a gantry on the tarmac. Maxon and Kells have been looking for something that'll tip the balance when we go toe-to-toe with the Institute. Now, the Prydwen might be a big beast, but she's not built for fighting. That's where our new project comes in. This storage bay full of parts is what's left of Liberty Prime. The Brotherhood used it in the Capital Wasteland as a weapon against the Enclave. It's the most advanced robot the Brotherhood has ever had at its disposal. Unfortunately, Liberty Prime was destroyed in the line of duty. I've spent the better part of the last few years piecing him back together. And if you think that was easy, try rebuilding a Protectron while you're blindfolded.
Excuse me, Proctor
Liberty
Ingram.
Prime fully operational, we're going to need your help.
No problem. I'm sure this...
I wish I had your confidence, because this is not Now, the good news is that we've got most of Prime's parts fully assembled. The bad news is that it's going to take more than a few rivets and some spot welding to get them working again. The first problem is his CPU. It's fragile, and every time we try to feed power to it, it blows itself out.
There's gotta be a way to solve that.
I do all the maintenance on the Prydwen, so you'd think it'd be a snap. As much as I hate to admit it, Prime's power systems are out of my league. Luckily, you were able to convince Dr. Madison Lee to return to the Brotherhood. She was on the original build team for Liberty Prime a little over a decade ago. I've already spoken to her, but she's reluctant to work on Prime for some reason. If you could get her down here to lend a hand with his power system, we can get the big guy moving.
Paladin Dance.
What's up?
Your thoughts?
Rebuilding Liberty Prime will ensure our victory over our adversaries in the Commonwealth.
Your thoughts?
With the Brotherhood behind us.
Nothing else I needed.
Not a problem.
You know those scents with the plastic faces?
Attention! Delta Team Lead, report to the bridge. Delta Team Lead to the bridge.
If you find any technical documents, you should bring them to Dr. Quinlan for analysis.
If you're here to talk me into working on Liberty Prime, you can forget it.
You promised you'd help us.
You're right, I did. But you neglected to mention, I've been down this road with the Brotherhood before. Why would I make this...
Because we care what happens to the Commonwealth.
And we want to stop the Institute from using its technological superiority as a weapon.
You know, if anyone else wearing a Brotherhood of Steel uniform said something like that, I'd laugh in their face. But coming from you, it sounds like you actually mean it. Tell Proctor Ingram to get her scribes ready. It's going to take a hell of a lot of work to get Liberty Prime back online, but we'll get it done.
Would it be possible to speak off the record for a moment?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Thank you. This is difficult for me to say, so I hope you'll bear with me as I try to get through it. When you were first placed under my sponsorship, I had some serious reservations about it. Despite all that, this has turned out to be a rewarding experience for both of us. At this point, honestly, I don't feel like there's anything else I could teach you about being a Brotherhood soldier that you don't already know. It's apparent from your attitude and your actions that you intend to keep those ideals close to you.
I'm flattered to hear this, but I feel like there's more.
There is. I'm just not very good at these sort of things. Let me start at the beginning. I grew up alone in the capital wasteland. Spent most of my childhood picking through the ruins and selling scrap. When I was a bit older and had a few caps to my name, I moved into Rivet City and opened a junk stand. While I was there, I met a guy named Cutler. We got along pretty well. Watched each other's backs and kept each other out of trouble. When the Brotherhood came through on a recruiting run, we felt like it was a way out of our nowhere lives. So we joined up.
Rivet City. Must be post-war, because I've never heard of it.
You're right. It was a settlement, built inside the remains of a beached aircraft carrier. One of the safest places to live in the capital wasteland, until the Brotherhood arrived. It was the perfect location for me to try my hand at being a merchant.
I'm glad you had greater ambitions than just selling junk.
Once I saw what the Brotherhood had to offer, there was no comparison. Anyway, about a year after we were posted to the Prydwen, Cutler vanished on a scouting op. It took some convincing, but I was able to persuade my CO to let me assemble a squad and search for him. It took almost 3 weeks, but we tracked his team down to a super mutant hive. Those wretched abominations had slaughtered everyone but Cutler. He should have been so lucky. The mutant bastards used their FEV to change him into one of their own kind. He wasn't Cutler anymore. I had to... It was my duty to put him down.
You did the right thing.
It's what I was taught. I don't know if it was right. Ever since Cutler died, I've seen other soldiers come and go. Some were brave, some were honest. Hell, some were even downright heroic. But I'd never considered any of them to be a good friend. A friend like Cutler was. Until now. It's a good feeling, but it frightens me all the same. Having a bond with someone, then losing them. It changes you. I don't want to go through that again.
It'll never come to that. I promise.
Even though I'm well aware that you have no control over it, I appreciate the sentiment. I just thought you deserved to know how I felt. If you feel that I've overstepped my bounds, I completely understand. Whatever the case may be, I appreciate the fact that you took the time to listen.
Nice work bringing Dr. Lee back in.
Sure. Let me see what you have.
Got some.
You gave those muties at Fort Strong something to think about.
Maxon's orders, all forms of technology should be confiscated or collected.
Don't let Maxon's age fool you. He's a brilliant tactician and an experienced soldier.
battles we win.
Excuse me.
All right, out with it. What's your game?
I hope I haven't offended you again.
Offended? Hardly. I'm just trying to figure you out. You're not the military type. You're a loner. So I can't figure out why you're sticking around. You got what you wanted, so why don't you hit the road?
I want to help the Brotherhood destroy the Institute.
Well, as far as reasons go, that's a pretty good one. Look, I'm gonna cut you some slack because Dance trusts you. But if you step out of line and put any of my brothers or sisters in danger, I'll make sure you regret it. So, ready for your assignment, hero?
Ready.
Then listen up. Like it or not, one of our most important duties is to keep the Commonwealth clear of the trash. I'm talking about mutants, ghouls, synths. The abominations the damn eggheads caused when they started playing with their toys. This op is simple. I'm gonna send you to a target, and you're gonna terminate everything that calls it home. All the details you need are right here. Don't come back until the job's done.
My duty shift was long, but I'm glad we're making a difference out here. Maxon might appear.
Hurt. They're breaching
But
the
I
door.
can assure you,
This
the
is a lot
Institute will
quieter.
face his wrath. The Pridwin is a magnificent ship, and we're lucky to have her in our arsenal.
Get moving. That location isn't gonna clear itself.
I prefer laser weapons myself. It's a cleaner shot and leaves that memorable ozone smell.
Scribe
behind.
Halen.
Reese still giving you the cold shoulder?
I wish we can see eye to eye.
Reese only sees one thing. Reese,
Reese bleeds brotherhood. It's all he cares about. It's his family. It's his whole life. If anything else comes into the picture and gets in the way, he shoves it aside.
Is there something between the two of you?
When I first joined up, Reese is the one who sponsored me. He took me under his wing, showed me the ropes. I thought there was a little more between us, so I asked him if he cared about me that way. He told me the Brotherhood of Steel was all that he cared about, and there was no room for anything else in his life. We never spoke about it again. Look, I need to get back to things. If you're worried about Reese, just keep doing what you're doing. He'll come around soon enough. So, are you ready to take on your first assignment?
Ready.
Great. Let me explain what I need you to do. One of the Brotherhood's most important duties is the recovery and preservation of technology that was lost when the bombs fell. I have a list of locations that contain artifacts we need you to recover in order to have them cataloged and studied by our scribes. Here, this should cover all the information you'll need to find your first artifact. Good luck, and be careful.
The Institute and their technological abominations need to be stopped at any cost.
Night I heard about. Glad to have you on the team.
I don't think we found you. Down.
Let's do this. Target. Performance paying off. Hey there. You look like someone who could use some talk. Man's best friend, right?
Why are you selling her?
Oh, I don't want to. But I love dogs, and I gotta make a living somehow. So I raise them and sell them. I'm always blue for weeks after I sell one. But then I get myself a new puppy and start all over again.
I don't need a dog.
Oh, good. I didn't really want to sell her anyway.
This place would elicit fear in most individuals. Fortunately, my training prevents... Wait, what was that? We may have a problem here. Do it in the Brotherhood. Good work. Don't leave anything behind. For the Brotherhood! Trash to pick through here. Searching through it could prove beneficial.
Nice.
Let's do this.
Weird.
Unless you like getting radiation sickness, I'd stay away from ferals.
You better have some good news.
Affirmative.
That's what I like to hear. There's plenty more locations out there that need clearing. Once you've prepped for your next mission, come find me.
I'm not ready.
All right. But remember, we can't afford to give those abominations too much slack.
Greetings, Knight.
Commonwealth is a huge responsibility, but we'll get the job done.
with you, or you'll end up eating some pretty questionable things to stay alive.
Proctor Ingram?
Well, things are off to a good start. Isn't that right, Doctor?
I hope so. Prime suffered some significant damage to his memory core. The good news is that the damage isn't irreversible, and I should be able to get the power flowing into his CPU core without overloading. If your people stay out of my way, that is.
Charming, isn't she?
Sorry about that, Ingram.
Don't worry about it. We might be butting heads on a few issues, but...
Sure.
Besides, Dr. Lee's worth all the aggravation. We're working with one of Prime's original designs. In fact, since things are...
Uh-huh. Sure, anything you need.
That's what I love about you. You're ready to leap into action, and I bet you don't have the... The actuators are what allows Liberty Prime's arms and legs to move. Prime's new limbs are way too heavy for the simple hydraulic pistons he had in the past. We're gonna have to rip those out, construct a brand new system using electromagnets, and install them in his limbs. What we need you to do is build the actuators for us.
Now that you know what the actuators are, you need to know how to make them. These are the plans and the materials list. Don't lose them.
Now, before you get that look on your face, you'll be happy to know that we have plenty of the raw materials on that list right here at the airport. The only thing we need you to head out and find is a high-powered magnet. According to Proctor Quinlan, the best place to find one is in any of the ruined hospitals around the Commonwealth. We've already sent out a few teams to find the rest of the high-powered magnets you'll need. They should be back by the time you return.
Once you start building the actuators, we need one for each limb, so you'll need to make a total of 4. Good luck.
It's a shame these people have to live in fear. Sheltering in this old stadium when all those perfectly good buildings are still standing outside.
Today's Halloween. We get treats? No. It's all tricks all day. The latest hairstyles. From the upper stands.
We buy and sell, and they sell just about everything, but none of it is...
I'll take a look, sure.
Here's what we got.
How can a machine believe it's alive? It's ridiculous.
Ingram?
That's all 4 actuators. Delivered and done. Nice work.
Right on schedule. I've completed the restoration of Prime's basic... In fact, it's getting difficult to explain to the system why it can't move right now.
Well, as soon as my scribes get those actuators in place, we'll have his arms and legs installed in no time. Which brings me to your next assignment. It won't be long before Prime can walk and talk, but he's missing one last important element. His nukes. Without them, his offensive systems aren't operating at peak capacity.
Shouldn't be a problem. Just tell me where they are.
I wish I could. Prime's bomb pack is fitted for Mark 28 nuclear bombs. The same type of bombs that were dropped from aircraft during the Great War. The Commonwealth was a major staging area for the military's Air Force, so we assumed we wouldn't have trouble finding them. But since we arrived, our scouting teams haven't located a single bomb.
That's going to be a problem. Without a fully loaded nuke pack, Prime won't have the firepower to take on the Institute.
She's right.
Of course she's right. But before you give up hope, there's actually a silver lining here. Proctor Quinlan has located some records regarding a military installation, which was used as a nuclear weapons storage facility. We're fairly certain this included a stockpile of the Mark 28s. The catch is that the installation is located somewhere within the glowing sea.
I'll head out there immediately.
Good, because that's exactly what we're asking you to do. Scribe Halen's established a communications point on the frontier of the glowing sea. I suggest you head out there first, and establish a signal protocol with her so that the nukes can be airlifted out once you've located them. Hopefully, by the time you've returned, we'll be ready to wake Prime up, and you can say hello. Good luck, Knight.
If Elder Maxon ordered me to follow him to the gates of hell, I'd be the first one to kick him.
The last person that just...
Hold up, Knight. Let me make one thing clear. When I give you a mission, I expect results. Is that...
Perfectly.
Good. I want... The Brotherhood has been monitored. We've dispatched a number of reconnaissance teams. Paladin Dance's squad was far from the first. The previous team was dispatched 3 years ago. They never reported back. Officially, they're missing. Presumed dead.
They knew the risks.
They did. But we honor those who give their lives in the line of duty. Your orders are to search for the missing recon team and recover their effects. Report to me with your results.
Understood.
Their insertion point was in the hills near Malden. Survey the area and establish a search pattern. Monitor your radio for distress signals. All recon teams are issued distress pulsars that put out a short-range homing beacon. Acquire a signal, and you should be able to trace it back to its source. That's all, Knight. Dismissed.
Captain Kells is one of the finest officers I've ever had the pleasure of serving under.
Attention. This is a notice to all personnel. Please think of your brothers and sisters down below. Thoroughly secure all gear while on the flight
Unless you
deck.
like getting
Thank
shot,
you.
never turn your back on a gun.
Time to suit up.
Welcome aboard, brother.
Oh god, mold stick was really...
Excuse me.
Now that we have intelligence on the Institute, we can use it against them to gain the upper hand. Ad Victoriam, brother. I can't wait to see Liberty Prime in action again.
Out to an early lead, but Piece of Junk's right behind. Piece of Junk is really showing off those new mods. What a race! What a race! It's a great night out at the track. Hey, boys. You all get your bets in? I sure did. Back to the track. Old Rusty's as steady as ever. Let's give him a hand, huh? Atomic Dreams is still hanging in there. Maybe they're still in the lead. One hell of a race.
You know what I call a good day? One that ends without an empty stomach.
An explosion tore this building apart. Some kind of high-yield detonation. Look at the blast crater.
Yes.
It's Brotherhood power armor. Look, you can still make out the insignia. The recon team was here. The damage, it's deliberate. They set the fusion cores in their armor to overload. That's what caused the blast, but why?
It's fused solid.
Over here.
This one too. What happened here? Useless. Useless.
Ambushed on the road. We're outnumbered 5 to 1. Bottom, report.
Force down to 5%!
We'll have to scuttle the armor. We can't let them have it.
Fire him!
Damn it. Aspen set the self-destructs. Better slow back. We'll head for the old military base, then try to make it to our holdout. The code will be our call sign. All right, move, move, move!
You're one hell of a soldier. You know that? What a choice. With no armor and no supplies, their odds of survival were low. But that was the right decision. Technology must be protected, no matter the cost. The recon team made it this far. Let's try to follow their trail from here. Strange how the Commonwealth changes so much at night, isn't it? I don't think we're alone. I think we're being stalked. We may have a problem here. Anything useful? Must be something significant in this area to merit these fortifications. Something doesn't feel right around here.
This is the part of the job that I love.
Wait, that's... Knight Aslan. She was in my company years ago. Best marksman I ever saw.
Knight Aslan, Brotherhood of Steel, Recon Team 429 Alpha, serial number 3431. It's been 3 hours since I set my distress pulsar. There's been no word from the Paladin or Ferris. Their objective was a satellite array on the coast. They may be out of range. My orders were to hold this position at all costs. The entire site has been overrun. The door won't last much longer. Paladin Brandis, sir. It's been an honor, sir.
Soldier to the end. Well done, Knight. They should have fortified their camp, made it a proper outpost. They must not have had time, and Aslan paid the price. We've got another lead. Let's move out.
Ferris. It's been 2 hours since the paladin left. My leg. I can't staunch the bleeding. The bullet must have hit an artery. Brandis, if you get this, I hope you made it back to Aslan in time. There was nothing you could do for me. Get to the bunker up north. You'll survive. That's all that matters.
They must have come to the satellite array for the comm system. Probably trying to send word back to the Gridnian. They were ambushed. Ferris was wounded, couldn't walk. They got a distress signal, and Brandis left him behind. He broke the first rule of small group tactics. Stick together. Always stick together. They all wound up alone. They all got killed. Damn it. That just leaves Brandis. He always was a survivor. But after all this time, the tape mentioned a bunker. I think I know the one. It was part of my original mission brief. Let's move out.
Nice try.
What do you want? We don't need any more trouble around here.
Take it easy. I'm with the Minutemen. I'm here to help.
You're with the Minutemen? I didn't really think you fellas still existed. We sent word with one of them passing traders. But honestly, most people don't put much stock in the Minutemen these days. After Quincy. Bad business, that.
We're rebuilding the Minutemen from the ground up.
Glad to hear it. No question that things have been worse since the Minutemen. There's a raider gang that's been giving us trouble for weeks. Stealing food and supplies, threatening to kill us all if we don't pony up. We know where they're coming from, but we can't go up against a gang like that.
Don't worry. I'll take care of those raiders for you.
Thanks, friend. If you folks are for real this...
Move along.
Hey there.
Move along.
That's it.
Nice work. I've seen scribes take longer than that to hack a terminal. I don't think we're alone.
We've got company.
False alarm. I heard something.
We've got company. We're clear.
gonna make this easy for you.
You in the Brotherhood.
Hey.
What do you want?
Over here.
Got it. Switching out your gear?
Excuse me.
Please. I'm so thirsty.
Of course. Here you go.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm just gonna rest here a bit more until I get my strength back. Yeah?
Hey there.
Can't remember the last time I had clean fingernails.
This is the holdout site. Stay vigilant.
Paladin Brandis.
Freeze! One more step. Blow your damn heads off!
Paladin Brandis.
Easy, Paladin. We're with the Brotherhood.
It's Dance. Paladin Dance. Don't you recognize me?
Dance? No, that can't be. Why are you here?
I was dispatched to the Commonwealth on a recon mission, Paladin, just like yours.
How did you find me? I've been alone.
We followed the distress beacon.
The others? What happened to them?
They're dead, Paladin. I recovered their tags.
You did? Thank you. This really means a lot to me. I tried to go back for them, you know. There was nothing I could do, not alone, but you've been through a lot. I've collected a...
Come back with us. You're still a member of the Brotherhood, Paladin.
What? No, I couldn't.
The Brotherhood needs you, Paladin.
I can't. It's been too long.
No one knows the Commonwealth better than you.
I've been here too long. I'm not myself. Would they still take me?
The Brotherhood will honor them.
Unless I go back there. Sacrifices.
Right.
All right, I'll, thank you. Thank you for everything.
Hey.
You point, I shoot.
Excuse me, Paladin Dance?
You handled yourself well, Knight.
I appreciate the backup.
Of course. Paladin Brandis is a good soldier. He deserves better than this. It may be a long time before he's fit for duty again, but I'm glad to have him back. Captain Kells will want to hear about this. Let's report in.
Put 2 in the head and...
Report, Knight.
I've completed my investigation into the missing recon team. Paladin Brandis was the only survivor.
Brandis? What happened to him?
I convinced him to return to the Brotherhood.
Well done. It may be difficult for him to adjust to life in the Brotherhood again, but his experience should serve us well. Very well.
Do you want their holotapes?
Thank you.
That's all.
I'll prepare a full report for the Elder. In the meantime...
Uh-huh.
This was no easy mission, Knight. Well done. Now, I have a more pressing matter that requires your attention. I've received reports that supplies have been disappeared.
Sure. Let the scribes deal with this.
They filed the reports. This is now a security matter.
Uh-huh.
I want you to take charge of this investigation. Report to Knight Sergeant Gavel at the base. He commands our logistics division. He can familiarize you with his unit and the depot. Beyond that, you have leave to conduct your investigation as you see fit. Report your findings directly to me.
Yes, sir.
I expect results